Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's Old School Q&A. I'm your host, Mod Ayiza, and I'm joined by the ever so wonderful mods Kieren.
Hello.
There he is, Mod Kirby.
Hello there.
And a fresh face on the Twitch scene, Mod Sarnie.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, well, it's going to be the first time people have seen you, Sarnie. I want to get through some announcements that you've written together for me. And then we'll do a little introduction, I think, and then people can get to know who you are, what you do, and what you think about Old School. But first of all, let's get through these announcements. So for anyone that is ever wondering, when I'm referencing the person who writes the scripts for these, it is the one and only Mod Sarnie here. I'm apparently choking on wearing tongue, so that's great timing. And boy oh boy, did he put together some interesting scripts for me today. So, with no game update today, we want to hear from you. Have your say on a plethora of topics from Pole 75 to the Wilderness. I think that's just 2 topics, but hey ho, plethora works. You can find all this and more by using !game update. And speaking of the Wilderness, we're eager to hear your thoughts on all aspects of the Wilderness experience. So take part in our short survey that covers the general Wilderness, the Revenant Caves, and more, which I think includes the Wilderness Slayer Caves. Use !Wilderness for a quick link to the survey. Next part in here is about the art competition, so we want to say a massive thank you to everyone who submitted entries for the Design a Hat competition. We were overwhelmed by the outpouring of creativity, but you can now vote for your favourite from our 4 finalists via our in-game poll. So jump on and cast your ballot today. Voting closes on April 6th. And here's a little showcase of some of the 4 final images that have made it through to the polls. A banana hat, a banana sun hat, there's banana hat again. We also have a duck hat, an interesting choice, and a banana crab hat. Because everyone loves crabs, so right?
It's so good. It's so good.
It is pretty good indeed. All right, and then last but not least, !ERB. It's been a while since we spoke to you about the current rebalance. Find out what the next steps are. This time we're taking it much slower and we're going to do it right. Check out the blog and tell us what you think about our plans with !ERB. As always, if you do have anything you'd like to ask the team or myself, please at !OldSchoolRS with your questions. Let's go through some player-created content, and then we'll get into some introductions and questions, if that's okay. We'll get that out of the way. So we're going to show you something a little bit different today with the launch of the art competition finals. Although only 4 made it through, there were still loads of submissions that the team liked, so here's just a few of them. And this one is Fruit Bowl Hat by Strange Ink on Instagram. And apparently they had the same idea Mod Sarnie had when he was creating imagery for the socials. There we go. As seen by Paint.bot in the bottom right. Actually created the little hat that you made. That is super cute. Also looks cool.
I know.
All right. A personal favourite of mine.
Is that a picture of you? Is that a picture of you?
It literally says, the script says, a personal favourite of mine, brackets Mod Ayiza. Who would have thought it? It's the Saiyan. And this was by Gentry John from Instagram. If I had multiple votes, believe me, I would have been putting it in on this one. Should have happened, but it didn't. Maybe next time. Might have to set up my own competition. But very good, very cool. This one is called the Banana Bro Hood, and this is from Sharkiki on Twitter, and it features a little banana on the ring at the top of the hood, or tip of the hood. As you can see, a little banana dangling down. When I looked at this from the back, whenever I look at it, I don't know why, I just get the real vibes of Doge. You know the Doge dog meme? The top right one, if you kind of squint, it's a bit like...
Now you've said
you have to squint really hard, but...
Oh, you won't be able to
let me take off my glasses. Fine.
Apologies, by the way, if you can hear some noise. Apparently there are some boy racers driving around the streets. It's very hot. They've all got out in their cars.
I thought that was here, but apparently no, it's through my headphones.
No,
and
it's through your headphones. I'll try and mute as and when I can, but a bit difficult as a host. Okay, this one comes in from Cyan on Twitter, and they created a 3D model of their submission, The Locked Hat. Pretty cool to see it in 3D. Look, it's spinning around and everything. Nice little feature of the yellow with the chains. Very cool. All right, and then this hat here was This is a handcrafted gecko hat, which was made by Super Pigster YouTube, that has a detachable tail, just like geckos in real life. So I thought this one was really cool. When we saw this coming in, I was like, that is the epitome of happiness. You know, Super Pigster looks happier than I think I'll ever be in life. So that is absolutely incredible. And then finally, the dedication of this submission took the artist to create their entry on the wall of their flat, accompanied with the message, "Don't tell my landlord."
Unfortunately, I did it in beige.
Yeah, not quite
I
the colour of an orange. A banana. You had to, I guess. Yeah, you know. Now, because just in case their landlord is watching the stream, they know now there's a hat on the wall.
Yeah, hopefully they're not an old school player.
What, the landlord or the person who made the hat?
The landlord, yeah. I hope the person who made the hat's an old school player.
I was going to say, that's not a great thing to hope for otherwise. Okay, so one thing what we're going to be doing today, I forgot to mention, is we're going to go through a general Q&A section. We've got some questions we pulled through from social that's been relatively recent, things that have been cropping up over the last few days. We've got some questions from old streams. After that, we're going to go into a run-through of the Easter event. So I think Mod Kirby is going to be controlling the reins on that, since he was the one that developed it. So woo, that'll be fun. And then finally, Mod Sarnie is going to be hosting an old school quiz for you all to get involved in, because we're not live tomorrow and there's no game update this week, so we felt a little bit bad. So we thought we'd do something fun, and that's basically what we decided to do. Now that all that out of the way, let's see how everyone's doing. How are you doing, Kieren? What have you been up to this week?
I'm grand. To be honest, I mean, I was off this morning. I was off yesterday afternoon. I haven't had a whole ton of time with the team. Try to think. I've been in calls all afternoon. Actually, that was interesting. I had to just got off a really exciting call about two of our future projects with our product director and art director. So that was a really exciting call. Just spitballing a lot of ideas. And it's just really exciting. So yeah, I wish I could say more. But...
Oh, who knew that one was coming next? I can't talk about it.
Yes. Oh, well,
the age
that's every time, isn't it? Look,
pretty much.
Look, at least it's not an announcement of an announcement of an announcement. So you know,
that's my speciality. Okay, we'll leave that one down to me. All right. Okay. Well, moving on. Mod Kirby, how are you doing? What have you been up to this week?
I've been doing okay. I've been working on a bunch of qual stuff for some future updates, and I've done potentially what is the most important update in the history of old school RuneScape. You will find out about it when it comes out, because I'm not entirely sure when it's going to come out, but you will know about it.
Wait.
Soon, TM.
Big statement.
Yeah, can you DM me? I want to know what it is, because I'm trying to wrap my brains around
I will DM you, and you will agree if I can find you.
Okay. All right. I'll wait for that DM to come through. In the meantime, Mod Sarnie, first time on the stream. How are you doing, my friend? And what have you been up to this week?
I'm right, thank you. Yeah, it feels a bit weird being on the other side of this when I'm normally just moderating chat and getting all the script together. But I'm good. We got some bikes today, so I'm very hyped to start exploring my new hometown, I suppose.
Ooh, I was about to say, what do you mean you've got some bikes? I forgot that things outside my bedroom exist.
Yeah.
Bikes in the real world. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
so good.
All right. Good. I'm glad. Well, hopefully your bike ride experience goes well. I guess it's tradition at this point. I have to ask you a few questions, and you are obliged to answer them. There's no way that you cannot. So I hope you prepared yourself. First
Initiation, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is. How long have you played RuneScape for?
Oh, too long. I think I started in like year 4, year 5, like the mini clip days. And then it was that sort of like primary school, everyone's like talking about this game you can play online. And then since then it's sort of been like on and off from there. Yeah, definitely.
What about old school? When did you pick up old school for the first time?
Old school I picked up, I think just after it launched, and I came away, and then I came back for the beta of mobile. And then I sort of had a steady comeback since. So
Okay. All right. Cool. So RuneScape stuff aside for now, what about in terms of Jagex? When did you start working for the old school team?
I think it was about 7 months ago now. I think.
Okay.
my probation's just gone, so yeah, it must have been about 7 months now. So
Congrats.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. And what do you do, Sarnie, in DragX?
I am a community manager, so I work with Ayiza and Sween, which is a very, very fun team. Very fun team. Yeah.
Fun team with a private channel of memes and cute emojis. It's one of my
favorites. If all the teams don't have that, I'd be surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, most of them do, but I think ours is one of the cutest.
Just to clarify, other teams do work and don't just press Twitter all day like CM, so, you know.
Well, it's supposed to be all the teams then, doesn't it? Imagine having to do work.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, all right. I'll remind you of that next time I have to work through the equivalent rebalance. Okay. Thanks, Kieren.
The M are incredible and invaluable to us.
Yeah.
It's just,
You can't say it now.
I feel so boosted for my first stream after that, Kieren. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, quite literally. All right, we just introduced a new CM, and oh wait, you don't actually do anything. So, okay.
Look, well, the reason do I have to dig? Am I digging this hole deeper, or am I going to?
You can keep going. You can keep going if you like.
The only way you're going to get out is by creating a well of compliments.
Our content is better because of the impact community management make. So,
thank you.
There you go.
It means a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Back to you, Sarnie. Let's ignore Kieren, and let's also ignore the fact that as CM we wouldn't be able to do this. But if you could add anything to old school without it being polled, what would it be and why?
I want a garden, man. I want like a nice farming little garden I can do, like Stardew Valley. I can just chill in, get my own eggs, and grow my own cows and everything, man. I just want that chill. That's all I want.
Well, you're gonna ruin my egg-only Iron Man, like.
What would that even entail? My inventory is full of 28 eggs. My account is completed.
It's a lot of eggs, yeah. Why not? Well, there's multiple different coloured eggs you can get as well. Don't forget.
Oh, that's true.
You have to collect all of the eggs in game. Okay. All right. Moving on from eggs, let's flip it around. If you could remove one thing from the game and it didn't have to be polled or communicated other than the day it was removed, what would it be and why?
So I was struggling to think about this until Zuko appeared on stream. She talked about an NPC, and I have an NPC that, I don't know, it makes me feel strange whenever. I mean, you only have to speak to him once, which is fine. Which is Jimmy Dazzler from Ratcatchers.
Another Ratcatchers hater.
I can't stand
the club,
him.
there are dozens of us.
I don't know what it is about him. He just makes me feel uncomfortable whenever I talk to him. I'd get him out there. Put someone else. Anyone else. I take anyone.
Anyone but Jimmy Dazzler.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, there you have it. That's a little insight into Mod Sarnie, our newest, well, not so new, but newest on the stream, old school community manager. It's great to finally have you on them, Sarnie. I'm hoping that you'll also be down to hosting these streams one day. Not that I don't enjoy them.
Side topic. There's an additional question. Sarnie must refer to sandwich, right? Like that's what you're going on with your mod name. So
of course,
you got like a favorite sandwich that's so high tier that's inspired your mod name. Like of all the things you could have chosen, it could have been like, it could have been anything. But you went with, you know what? I make such a mean sandwich. I'm gonna make myself Mod Sarnie. Like, where's it come from?
I mean, I do make a mean sandwich. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But it stemmed from the classic. Like we have a massive debate in my family home between what's better, which is a sausage sarnie or a bacon sarnie. Which the obvious answer is a sausage sarnie, which is far superior because bacon. And I'm probably going to get some haters, but bacon is like the most overrated meat going. So I just don't see why it's better than sausage. So yeah, I just took it from that. It's a constant debate that comes up, and I needed to reflect something. Can
I just say the great thing about sandwiches is you can have both.
You can.
This is true.
You can. It's also a good job you recently passed your probation because we would be having other conversations.
No, I picked.
Had I known this information,
I picked it specifically so I could.
Yeah, I can see.
I think we should have bacon sandwiches to old school RuneScape and not sausage sandwiches.
Yeah, we have triangle sandwiches. Why can't we add bacon in there? Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Triangle and
Not
bacon,
sausages.
delicious.
Yeah, exactly. Just to clarify as well, if HR are watching, that was a joke. I'm not threatening Sarnie with his job. Okay, this is fine. All right, it's for entertainment purposes only. Let's get on to some quick questions, some Twitch questions from. Let's just ask some questions that people have asked us to answer. All right, okay. So some pretty juicy ones that aren't really related to game content, but more in relation to things we've been talking about recently. Shiners V has asked, according to the 2021 roadmap, you had PvP updates in April. How come you are now planning PvM fixes during the time allocated to PvP?
We are doing PvP as well. And the great thing to point to is there's a survey right now, !Wilderness, I believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. Basically, at the same time, we're going to get the poll going for PvM. I mean, firstly, we're a team. We're capable of doing lots of things at once now. We're such a big team compared to where we were. But whilst we're doing sort of the design part of the work with Wilderness, like the survey, research, establishing what we want to do with the Wilderness, let's get a PvM poll going as well, such that there's other jobs the team can be working on and getting out too. So that's largely where we are. I mean, PvM fixes likely won't be coming out in April, but we'll be talking about them throughout, probably within April, I imagine. At least we'll be having conversations internally, certainly.
I think you pretty much hit it there, spot on. And just to like reiterate, like the PvM side of things, you know, one thing that you've probably noticed a lot recently is that we're bringing blogs out way earlier than, you know, projects are actually being released. You know, with Temporos, it was a good few months until that came out. Below Ice Mountain was polled like, you know, last year. Same with the Kingdom Divided, and they're still not out yet. And that's just because we really want to get that early validation so that we know that as a team we're able to just fully commit development to working on them without having to worry about, oh, have we worked on it too much for something that might fail? So that pre-validation very early on really helps, you know, really with scheduling and making sure we're working on things that you guys want. And also the actual PvM poll, you know, poll 75, the blog for that isn't going to be due until the end of April. So we're just getting a really good head start on getting together suggestions so that we can have time as a team to discuss them, think about designs, so that when it comes to a blog, it's like, okay, the things in here make sense. You know exactly what we're trying to get at. So there's less of like a potential having to like worry about, you know, not being understood. In terms of the PvP side of things, as Kieren said, we're working on both, but the intention was always for the discussions to start off in April. Maybe that was something that wasn't made clear enough. And we actually started that a little bit early by releasing the survey today. So yeah, we're just getting a little bit of a head start so that, you know, come April, early May probably, we can get a blog out that talks about what our plans are, that will be bolstered by whatever we get through from the survey results. You know, to one thing I just want to make clear with that survey is that it's not intended really as a main way to gather suggestions. There are opportunities for you to give us your ideas, but we already have a pretty good idea on the kind of things that we want to be addressing. It's more about how do you as a community feel so that we know how to prioritize those. And that's what this survey is doing. It's really just to help us, you know, steer us in the right direction. Something that we learned from the survey we did with the equipment rebalance, you know, that didn't go down very well. What we were trying to achieve from it wasn't exactly clear, especially when it came to what came out in the blog compared to what was in the survey. And we're hoping that this approach will basically be better. So, cool. All right. Jigger Master has said, could there be an announcement in-game when there's some kind of survey going on? I feel like if more people did these surveys, you guys could get more ideas. Yeah, and yeah, I guess.
Yes.
So, just like, I don't want to take over answering all the questions, but I guess it's relevant because I wrote the survey for the wilderness stuff recently. That's linked in the news post that went out today. So if you log in for the first time, you should see that news post. If you click it, you'll be able to see the link. So there's one broadcast already. We do plan to send out broadcasts in-game throughout, you know, the next few days and coming weeks so that people are reminded. We're not planning to close this, you know, instantly. We've already had like, over 6,000 responses today alone just from posting it on socials and the news post though. So pretty damn good turnaround so far. But yeah, we've typically not done that with surveys. And it was something that people mentioned in regards to the PvP World Rota survey. They were like, oh, we didn't realize it was there, even though it was in, you know, 2 news posts. We tweeted about it like 3 or 4 times. It just wasn't enough. So yeah, we will do some in-game announcements. It's just, again, to see that announcement, you have to be online, you have to be in-game, so you might still miss it. So it's always best to just keep an eye on the news posts and have a look at those whenever they get posted. So Neorian has said, it's been encouraging to see the team show more of a commitment to consistency in old school RuneScape recently. Oh, where has that gone? Okay, with this in mind, this is more of a content question actually. Could you poll the Gauntlet becoming a safe death for hardcore Iron Men? No. It's my opinion.
There you have it, folks.
Anyone else want to fight me on that?
No, not particularly.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. But I mean, I want to know what Norian's getting at with the consistency thing. Is there something that's confusing with the Gauntlet? I guess it's for a normal player. I guess the point is, right, for a normal player, it is like a safe death because you take nothing in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that might be really why it's getting at that. Like with, let's say, raids, you do take your stuff in to Theatre of Blood. So when you die in Theatre of Blood, I guess it makes sense. But yeah, I don't think there's a reason for us to change this. Not when existing hardcores have already potentially lost their hardcore status to that content. I think doing it afterwards would feel mean to those players.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could do better to communicate where safe death is and not safe death. Often you've got to end up looking at the wiki to find out if something is safe or not. So perhaps being told in game if it's confusing would be a sensible thing. But beyond that, I wouldn't want to change it. You get good stuff from it.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. One thing that I don't mind just like mentioning is that we are potentially looking at considering like a way for hardcore men to teleport out of the Gauntlet. Because at the moment the only way you can get out is by exiting through the portal or exiting at the door of the boss room. But in order to do that, it'd have to come with like a considerable cost whilst you're inside the Gauntlet. Whether it be a much bigger amount of shards to create this like super crazy safe teleport. It wouldn't be super crazy safe. It would just be like one that allows you to get out of there. But that's about as far as I think we'll take it in terms of safety nets, I think, for hardcores at least. Cool. All right, RS Vegeta has said, why are you so intent on bringing PvMers and skillers into the Wildy instead of fixing actual PvP issues like school tricking?
Well, I mean, I'd point to the same thing. Like, we're doing a survey. We haven't decided that's the direction in terms of what's being asked. Why are you intent on bringing PvM and skillers? I'm not sure that's necessarily true. I think we've certainly done things across the last several years which has done this. And largely, I'd say, personally, I don't think it's worked that well. I mean, people feel resentment. They don't necessarily want to go into the wilderness for that. Skill tricking is just one thing to point out too, perhaps. Whether it's an issue or not is something that we need to work out. The survey is helpful for us in terms of working out which direction we want to take to. But that's some of the work that's really being done now, because in the past, we've just done updates to the wilderness, be it adding things or tweaking things. This time, we're approaching it slightly different in that actually the first bit of work we're doing is focused on what is the wilderness? Like, from a visionary standpoint, like, what role do we want it to fill? Are we happy for the wilderness to be a Wild West? If we're going for the Wild West approach, then it's like anything goes. Perhaps you do want some good loot there, good content that does draw people in. Perhaps that's part of the gameplay, the hunted prey. Some PKs like the hunted prey style of PKing, rather than fighting another PK. So, these are things we've got to try and balance. That's why some of these questions come into the survey, to understand what the view of the community is. Similarly, like asking about, do you find the wilderness confusing? Do we communicate well how the wilderness works, what the rules are? Like, what I'm not offering right now is answers, because that's some of the work we need to do. This is why we're researching. We want to make sure we take it in the right direction. The features and changes we make will be aligned to that direction. So we want to make sure the changes work and are cohesive. At the end of the day, I think the wilderness probably has to have some element of content in there. Of course it does. If there's no content in there, it's just if it's just an empty space of barren, burned ground for 50 levels with nothing there except places to PK, it doesn't serve a purpose either. You need something. It's whether it's like uniques locked behind it, like you got to go there for a dragon pickaxe or whatever. Perhaps that's the wrong approach, and there's a better way to do it. Anyway, these are the problems we have to work through, and there's no answer that will satisfy every player because players want different things.
I do like the just fallback solution of just bulldoze everything, make a big grey box, and let the PvPers have at it. I don't think that's the one we're going to go for, but it's definitely an option.
I'm being a bit over the top about it because obviously that's I'm being dramatic to try and explain like there has to be a balance, but it's getting it right. I mean, I'm not trying to paint it as an easy problem because it really isn't. It's a difficult thing to get right.
Once again, that is ! Wilderness for the survey.
Thank you so much for that.
Good
Massively
plug.
Appreciated.
Good plug, Thermy.
I'm moving to CM.
It's all right. You can replace Sarnie, so
nice.
All good.
Yeah. See you guys. See ya.
Nice knowing you, mate. All right, we have one more question that's related to wilderness in this little section, at least anyway. But Fly You Fools asks, how about some wilderness-focused quests? So much of the wilderness is a dead, meaningless wasteland, perhaps intentionally, but it feels like a wasted opportunity to bring some lore to a huge part of the map.
It's like such an interesting idea, but you have to be so careful with it because questers are not usually the people you'd associate with going into the wilderness. Like, it could be really cool, but you need to be so careful with it. But at the same time, there's like so many options to explore there.
I think it's a really good point. It is like the one area of the game that just doesn't really get explained through quests and lore and dialogue. You know, there's what, Collodion, who has a bit of dialogue regarding the Major Arena 2, but aside from that, what other NPCs do you really interact with? And areas do you go to that give you any reason to understand it?
There's that one demon from Family Quest. There's the ghost NPC from that mini quest I can't remember the name of, that you get the ghostly robes from.
Ghostly robes from? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like Major Arena, as you said. Oh,
Curse of the Empty Lord, that's the one.
That's the one, thank you.
But yeah, there's bits that touch it, but nothing explicit. Like, the thing is, like, you could entirely write a really interesting quest, story-wise and even gameplay-wise. But obviously, it's a big decision to say a quest will go into the wilderness. People who love story in this game traditionally aren't. There's some crossover, but traditionally they aren't the people who are in the PK community as such. Although that's a very broad generalization. So, you know, there's an interesting thing to explore if we can do it right.
Yeah, maybe
mini quests may be suited better, but
yeah, I know you've got like there's that little part in the with the Zamorak Mage into the Abyss, but maybe something similar like that would be more suited, where there are quests that feature maybe a certain section of the wilderness very temporarily, but in terms of wilderness quests as a whole, I think for the most part, most players would be against that, even though it would, you know, it would obviously force people to go into the wilderness because you'd need to do it, but doesn't necessarily mean it's the best approach, even if, you know, PKers feel like it would be. I wouldn't be opposed to like exploring ways that we could explain the wilderness better, though, but maybe not by.
So he said, "Imagine release day. Imagine release day."
Oh no!
Do the quest like, oh, that'd be wild.
But it is definitely a way to increase activity. You know, there's no denying that fact. It's just whether it's the best way, right? And one to think about anyway. Okay, we got some other questions at least to cover now. So, Biomaster Zap asks, jars were recently added for Thermy and Crop, but the bosses weren't added to the topiary bush. Topiary? Every time a new jar has been added, the bush has also been updated with boss. The only jar to break this rule is Sarachnis. Could Sarachnis, Thermy, and Crop be added as options on that bush?
Probably.
Yeah. There's no reason not to, except that we need we need the graphics. We need the graphics time.
Cool. Just checking, how long do you need for the playthrough of Easter and the quiz, Kirby and Sarnie? What time do you want me to stop doing questions?
10,
I'd say
15
another
minutes on
couple.
my end.
Yeah. A few more, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so Jolans5 asks, will you guys do another Cave Goblin or Dwarf series quest? If yes, we also rework / add new content to Keldagrim / Dorgish Khan City to make it more visited, or anything unique that makes it stand out, like some unique farm patch or new training methods.
Go on,
Go on,
Kieren, go on.
Sarnie.
Okay.
No, you, mate,
Well,
look, okay, I answer loads.
I actually have a concept that I thought of about 2 weeks ago for the Cave Goblin series or the Ham series. Although it won't go in the Land of the Goblins direction from RS3, it will go in a different direction, which involves sleeper agents, and I won't give too much away because I've still got a lot of work to do on it. But yeah, if I can work on that and it gets through, then yes, definitely. But
Sleeper agents, interesting.
yeah.
Exciting.
To
be honest, what I was gonna say was like less about the quest and more, but yeah, the cities are virtually useless, and
I mean,
it would be awesome to add some more stuff to be there. Like, yeah, I mean, you go there, you don't really interact with Keldagrim. Like, you teleport to Blasphemous, you enter. That's it. I mean, what else does Keldagrim have? Like, you can brew some alcohol there. You can brew some beer and ale. Great. You got
that sounds like a pretty good reason to be there to me. Rat pits,
Hell
yes!
Yeah. Like, these places are not... Also... Yeah.
As a content developer, I get to look at the rat catchers folder. I have to resist the urge to delete it on a regular basis.
Just do it.
I don't blame you. And also, you know, Dorgish Khan. Dorgish Khan has it's fairly new. I say new. I mean, it came out close to the old school build. In terms of our backup,
it's a beautiful city.
Big old school. It's got exactly the budget put into that graphically. It looks amazing, but God, is it useless? Like there's lots of little things there that I just don't quite make the mark, and whether it's balancing reasons, whether it's just doesn't serve much purpose for players. But I'd love to add more interesting content. Now, what I think would be interesting, you remember that part of the Ham quest where you're with Zanuck and you got to lure the guards. So, you lure the guards so that Zanuck can sneak up behind them and crossbow them. What if that was like an actual mini game somewhere down there? Like, you turned that into a repeatable activity where you had to work out how to lure the guards such that Zanuck could crossbow them. Or that's interesting, I think. But anyway, just spitballing an idea.
Ideation.
I like it. All right, well, I'll do 2 questions from here, then I'll get a couple from chat very quickly, then we'll move on to the Easter event, if that's okay. The Spectre Within, following on similar vein in terms of questions. Are we ever going to get a Fairy Quest finale so we can finally kick the Orcs out of Xanaris and put the Fairy Queen back in charge?
I mean, it only seems right to do, right? Yeah, ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
No more fairies in old school, sorry.
In all seriousness, it's an unfinished quest line alongside lots of others. So, I mean, at some point it would make sense to do it. In fact, I believe we already do have a high level design for it, for what it could be. So, never say never. It certainly won't be never. How soon it'd be, I don't think it's high on the list of priorities for quests, but I think people want more interesting things. Like, I see Desert Treasure 2 shouted a lot and things like that. So, some other things to explore perhaps first.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, we have a question. This is number 15 for Druid. This is from chat questions. Anti-Vaxxer RS asks, what are those boxes behind Sarnie?
Which ones? These ones? These ones? If it's these ones, it's Pokemon cards.
Pick some boxes, right?
all this shelf is Pokemon themed, so it's all Pokemon cards, deck boxes, sleeves, plushies, figurines. There's some nice cans up there, which I like. Yeah.
Making me envious of your Pokemon collection out there.
Oh yeah. The Oddish collection, mate. The Oddish collection is it's top tier.
It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. Yes. Best Pokemon, of course.
Nah, it's Bulbasaur, but anyway. The chat seemed to be a fan of you today with questions, Sarnie. What's your favourite hobby?
Favorite hobby? Honestly, it's gaming. That sounds like a
Nice.
Who could have
buyout
predicted
answer,
this?
but yeah, with my Zelda cap on the top, I feel it's very clear, and all the stuff behind me is pretty clear. It's gaming. I do like a bit of drawing now and then, and then going out to the pub when we're allowed. But yeah, it's mainly gaming.
Yeah. To be honest, I thought you were going to say I hate Pokemon. But...
Yeah, this is all a front. This is all a front, just for this stream.
Just trying to fit in. How do you do, fellow gamers?
I like the Pokemons too.
That's why you chose Oddish, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. This is question 5. Gaza123 is asking if we can get a skin for the Dragon Harpoon as a Harpoonfish, maybe by using the big Harpoonfish on it.
I would like that. I'd like that a lot. It needs to be
fish
tied
with
to a rope.
Other
It needs to be tied
fish.
to a pole. Yeah.
Don't question it, Kirby. You can fish with your
Come
bare
on, man.
hands, mate. Come on. We can have a Harpoonfish harpoon. Why not?
Yeah.
What if the Harpoonfish is just like, I don't know, just like it's the barb of it, and you put your hand inside the harpoon.
But then what if you catch another Harpoonfish?
Bam.
Then we've got Inception.
Nah.
That's not good.
No, it'd have to be tied onto like a pole, and then you just jab it in there.
I like this.
Yeah,
This is a great
it's
conversation.
stupid,
all
but I
right.
love it.
And this is how updates are created. Wow.
Unironically, though, like this genuinely stupid ideas like this is how most content starts, at least initially.
And then
You
it does
too
get-
can be a
it does
game
get
designer.
lost.
in fact, if you go to jagex.com/careers, we are hiring for a content developer right now. Want to work with us in my team? Absolutely. Get on there. Give us a call. It's probably an email, not a call, but you know what I mean.
Okay, thank you for that. All right, I'm going to other topic questions now. And this is number 9 from Armored Donkey. It'll be the last question for now. And they ask if pieces of 8 can be allowed into Trouble Brewing.
Now you see, the fact that
Is
they
it-
aren't allowed in there already suggests that there's some reason why they shouldn't be, and I'd need to look at the code.
I think it's probably more because you're not allowed anything.
Oh.
But I expect people get frustrated. I mean, the 7 people who play it probably get frustrated because they get pieces of it. You get pieces of it as a reward, right? And then you're annoyed because you've got to bank them before you go in.
Yep.
It's probably fine, though I'd probably want a quick once over to check. The problem is the code base. Like, it's pretty old content, and it's not been touched for a long time. The code is a bit difficult to follow through nowadays for Trouble Brewing. So that's the thing we'd want to check over. But honestly, it would be probably very safe and straightforward. It might have code that clears up your inventory at the end of the game and just deletes everything, for instance. So you want to say you don't want to delete everyone's pieces of it. So
All right, makes sense. Okay, now let's transition over to some gameplay, shall we? Shall we go through the Easter event? Are you ready for that,
Oh.
Kirby?
I'm ready now.
You are ready now? Perfect. Okay, cool. Take it away. You're now the host. You are the gamer.
Oh
Let's
no,
game.
I was not prepared for this. Even though I knew it was happening.
I said it was going to be the last question.
You did, and well, okay. If you haven't noticed, this is Rabbit. We're on World 350 as well. If anyone wants to join in, I've got public turned off, so don't try and say anything stupid. But yeah, this is Greg the Rabbit. He's a rabbit. And it occurs to me we didn't decide we were going to do voices for this or not.
you're doing voices.
I mean,
Yeah,
come
Kieren
on.
yes,
has
you
to
are.
do
This is-
some. Kieren has to do
By the
some.
way,
It's
I've
the
got a
reason why I
question.
asked
Before
him.
All right.
Yeah.
Question.
I've got a question though. Is he called Greg because that ends in egg?
Yes,
Okay, thought I'd confirm.
that's literally it. I wanted a vaguely pun name, and oh, here come the people. Okay. All right.
Does Greg like sausage rolls?
Okay. If you can see in the examine text down here. Shout out to Mod Rock
Ah.
for this.
He's a bit of a sausage and bean melt. Hey, good old UK culture. Bit of Greg's.
Oh, I see why you're referencing sausage rolls now. I use it.
For the Americans,
Greg is in. Oh yes, the
bakery is
bacon.
commonly found in... Anyway. Hi there. Happy Easter, I guess. I don't know who's doing what, but hey.
Mate, well, you probably should voice your own character, but that
I
means
should,
you'd voice everything.
I should probably be Mod Kirby, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should be Mod Kirby.
Happy?
Kieran,
you
you're
don't
going to be
sound too
Greg.
happy about it. Oh, wait.
I'm just tired of Easter, really. Easter just seems to be about rabbits. So whenever a rabbit shows up, all anyone can think of is, "Ooh, look at the Easter rabbit."
This is now canon, what his voice actually is.
It certainly wasn't just your voice. Like this is much more how I imagined Greg talking than
That's fair.
what you first delivered. So
this is definitely not
Like,
how I imagined Greg to speak.
No.
how did you give it a go at Sarnie? Come on, Sarnie. How did you think?
I thought he was going to be like a bit of a geezer, Southeast London sort of like geezer. That's how I imagined him.
All right then,
I can't
Sarnie,
do
you
that.
do Greg's
I can't
voice.
do that.
All right.
All right, there we
I
go.
wanna
Kieran,
go-
you've been replaced.
Sorry, Kieren, you're out. I want to go out and explore Gillinor, but nobody takes me seriously enough to let me travel. Meanwhile, all the other holidays have a bunch of cool stuff associated with them, so nobody bats an eyelid when... I can't read that word.
Zombie shambles through town.
Zombie shambles through town. Let me move this over to my big screen and then I can read.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. The goblins even got to keep their stupid sled track from Christmas. I don't know. I just feel like as long as I live, I'm going to be more an advertisement for Easter. Nothing more.
Oh, poor guy. Can't be nice having life's doors slammed in your face all the time.
Yeah. Wait a second. Doors. Easter. Doors. East. Doors. East door. Human. I've got it. East door.
What?
How long does this event take?
And quite a while when you have the accent.
Humans only care about rabbits for their Easter decorations, right? Well, what if we give these people something else to celebrate with? Then you can have your Easter and I can go back to being a rabbit.
And you plan to do this with doors?
East doors.
Joke names aside, are you sure this will work?
Well, nah, not really. But hey, anything that takes the spotlight off us rabbits can't hurt. Plus, it could be fun. What do you say, human? You want to help?
No.
Oh, well, I'll be if you change your mind, I guess.
Alright, thanks for coming to the Easter event, everyone. Easter is cancelled. Alright, once more with feeling.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh, never mind.
Have you changed your mind, human? Excellent! This is going to be the best Easter ever. Now, where do we start? All these brown doors aren't particularly Eastery. We should probably start by painting them. I think I have all of my supplies on me. Brushes, palette, safety goggles. Oh gosh darn, I'm fresh out of paint.
I think there's a witch nearby who makes dyes. Maybe she has some paints.
Couldn't hurt to ask, I guess. If I give you some flowers to use the ingredients, can you ask her to make some paint?
I'll speak to Aggie. Give me the ingredients. Greg hands you a bunch of pastel-coloured flowers and an IU for 5 coins.
I think Ayiza should be the narrator doing those sort of ones. Like,
Oh, fair enough. Congratulations, Ayiza, you've been
Yeah,
promoted to
that'd be good.
narrator. This is a piece of paper?
It's an IOU. We rabbits don't usually carry cash on us, I'm afraid.
And do you expect me to walk up to a witch and present her with an IOU?
Yeah. She's just down the alley there in the house behind the wheelbarrow in front of it. Best of luck.
And
All right,
so
Kieran,
then we
you've got to
go
be Aggie,
and...
by the way.
I will be Aggie. I'm fine being Aggie.
Alright, sick. Where's Aggie gone? There she is. That one. Hello, I have a pigment problem I was told you might be able to help with.
What can I help you with?
Perfect. Can you make paint?
Paint? If you have... If you have some ingredients, I might be able to come up with something. I also want payment, mind. I don't know what I'm doing.
Is this any good?
You show Aggie
Come on,
the
Ayiza.
pastel-coloured flowers and Greg's IOU.
This? An IOU?
Yeah, my friend gave it to me.
Your friend wouldn't happen to be that Easter bunny out in front of Ned's house, would it? Oh, because he is unbelievably adorable. The voice is developing.
Yeah,
And this
it's definitely
note
going
is
somewhere.
so cute. I love it. Oh, I tell you what, I don't have any paint per se, but I think I might have something. A while back, someone gave me an order to make a bunch of cyan dye, but they never came to collect it. It's been sat in the cupboard for a while and has dried up and thickened a fair amount. I bet it's gotten thick enough to use as paint. Meanwhile, I can use those flowers to get a fresh batch going.
That sounds great.
You swap the flowers and Greg's IOU for a bottle of thickened dye.
You know, it's funny. The people of Draenor aren't usually a festive bunch, but this year, everyone seems downright miserable. And this is coming from a witch who just sits around a cauldron all day. But hopefully you and your cute buddy friend are able to bring some seasonal cheer to us. Guthix knows we need it. I thought I'd be able to do a witch voice much better. It just didn't work.
The smooth tones of Ayiza that came in was a delightful change.
What are you trying to say?
Greg, I have something we can use as paint.
Really? Let me see.
You give Greg. Oh my god, I've messed it up.
Greg, that has gone wrong.
You give Greg the thickened dye.
Ah, human, this is perfect. Now, we just need a door to paint.
There's one right there. Maybe we can use it.
Do you think the owner will mind?
I've worked with Ed in the past. He's a nice guy. I'm sure he won't mind.
Great. Let me get my brushes and...
I don't mean to be a critic, but I had imagined it looking more inspired.
Maybe if I had some more colours.
Well, Aggie only mentioned the one colour of dye, so we're stuck there.
Blast! Looks like there's only one thing for it then.
What's that?
We'll just have to decorate ourselves. But first, we need something to decorate it with. You humans like Easter eggs, don't ya? Do you know where we get some good eggs?
I don't, but I think I might know someone who does. There's a cook in Lumber that everyone gives eggs to. He's bound to have some fancy eggs for us.
Sounds great. I can either teleport us there now, or I can meet you there if you prefer.
Let's teleport, let's not walk.
Okay, hold on to your hat.
What world are we on, by the way? Just to confirm.
350.
350.
That one. Oh, yeah, who's doing the cook?
I'll have to do the cook. I'm playing all these side
nice.
characters. That's
Yeah, you are.
How are we imagining this character? He's a bit of an idiot, right? He's a bit of a prat. Like, he's not a smart cook.
Kook.
So,
Get in the zone, Kieren.
okay.
Maybe he's a real northern kook. to balance off from
Oh,
the
God, just
southern rabbit.
maximise the Geordie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cute bunny! I didn't realise it was Easter already.
Cute. I'll give you cute. Oh, sorry.
Cook, we're looking for some fancy eggs we can use as decorations. You wouldn't happen to have anything, would you?
Well, I do have a large collection of eggs, but most of them are regular old chicken eggs for making cakes.
Fine.
I love
No,
how you
come
got to
to
stop
think
to
of
think
it.
about how to say it.
I might have something.
Go on.
Come on,
It's
Kieren,
gone.
up your butt. Here he
I
goes.
have a special collection of eggs that I keep in the, well, back of my cupboards for very special occasions. I don't know if this occasion is special enough, though.
Hey, I'll have you know Easter is a very special occasion.
Well, that's me convinced. Let me dig them out for you.
The cook digs around the back of his cupboards and produces several colourful eggs, giving them to Greg.
Oh,
Honestly, guys, look, just we need to add like VIP membership, right? You pay us $13 a month, but you get us commentating all the quests.
yeah. Kieren does every quest NPC.
Pull it.
Oh, these are perfect. Thanks a lot.
Didn't mention it. Seriously, didn't mention it.
Well, we have some eggs. What's next?
I think some nice fluffy wool could look quite nice.
Aye, there's a sheep pen not too far north of here. You could get some fresh wool if you wanted.
That sounds perfect. I'll meet you there, human.
Yep, go to the sheep pen and out my kitchen. Sorry, that one was much more angry. I just didn't come out.
I do like the constantly evolving accents that the characters are getting. It's actually great.
We're going on 2 journeys right now. One for the quest and one for Kieran's dialect.
That was Geordie. That was Geordie all the way through, mate.
All right, what are the odds I'm actually going to be able to shear sheep when I need to actually do that part?
can do it.
The gate closed, that's why I am a mod. I'm just going to do that. I don't want to deal with the gate.
Human, what is that?
That's a sheep.
I know what a sheep is, human. But what is that thing doing in the middle of all of them? That's clearly just 2 penguins in a sheep costume.
Those agents are still there?
You know them?
They're KGP agents from the iceberg sent to collect information on Farmer Fred and his sheep.
Why would penguins need to spy on sheep?
They thought the sheep were also secret agents placed to stop them taking over Gillinor.
Penguins are trying to take over Gillinor?
Yeah, they have war machines built up and everything.
Human, you feeling alright, mate?
Never felt better, actually.
Well, anyway, we need to get some wool. I think 3 pieces would be enough. I tried to get it myself, but these shears aren't really designed with rabbits in mind.
I could shear the sheep for you if you'd like.
Ah, thank you so much, human.
Greg hands you a pair of shears.
The user's bits are the best. It's just the contrast from the just well-spoken sentence to the stupid voices.
Can I just add
You
that
know
little
how-
section about the sheep was made so much better with the accent that you were putting there, Sarnie. It like gave it this sense of realism as you really just kind of think this actually is really stupid that it's in game. So thank you.
Thank you. No worries, no worries. You know how to shear sheep, right, human? Just walk up to him and give him a good old snip. Just be careful. I'm fairly sure there's a ram in here, and he might not appreciate it so much.
All right. RNG, take the wheel.
Hey, you sheared a sheep.
Nice.
Okay, I got 3 wool. That means I actually sheared 3 sheep. Excellent. Where'd Greg go? There he is. No, I skipped over Razor's line. I'm sorry.
You hand Greg with some wool.
Nice.
That's all the wool we need. Thanks a lot, human. You're a big help.
And you're a small rabbit.
If you think I'm small, you should see the rabbits in Taramwin. They're so small, most people don't even look at them. Anyway, we've got all the wool, so we should probably move on. What else do we need?
Some ribbons might look quite nice.
Ribbons would be perfect, human. Do you know where we could get some?
Not really. The only place I can think that does any kind of fabrics is Thalassia's fine clothes in Varrock.
Well, that's better than nothing. We'll go to I'm going to butcher this so much.
Don't worry, I butchered its spelling several times.
Thessalias?
Sure.
That's fine. Let's go with it. Wait, aren't there scary dark mages at the front of Varrock? I should probably teleport in. Would you like me to take you along, human?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on to your boots.
I'm not wearing any boots. And there's Greg.
Oh my! Aren't you just the cutest little thing?
It keeps getting better.
Oh my God.
He doesn't seem too happy. What's wrong?
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. Anyway, we were hoping you could help us with something.
Certainly. What can I do for you?
We were hoping you might have some ribbons we could use as decorations.
Oh yes, it's Easter soon, isn't it? We don't have any ribbons as such, but we do have some offcuts offcuts you could make some out of.
Excellent. I'm glad I brought my scissors along.
Didn't you just have trouble using shears?
Yep, but these are rabbit scissors.
Sounds like you have a plan then. I'll get these offcuts together for you.
Thessalia starts gathering up several offcuts of fabric.
Wait a second. What's that?
Greg's attention is grabbed by an extremely silly hat.
Oh yes, that hat! An intern made it a few months ago. We've been trying to sell it ever since, but nobody seems to want it on account of its stupidity. It's so shoddily made, it doesn't even spin properly.
I love it. Can I have it?
Wait, you actually want that thing?
Yeah. Look how colourful it is. It's great.
Well, you're more than welcome to take it. It's not like we could sell it anyway.
Yay! Just let me get this. Over the years and... Can't seem to get it on.
Well, it was designed for humans, not rabbits.
Ah, well. I'll figure it out later then.
Greg puts the hat away.
Anyway, here are the offcuts.
Thessalia hands Greg a box full of offcuts and spare fabric.
This is perfect. Thanks a lot, mate.
No problem. So, Johnny.
No way,
No
man.
problem. No way. No problem, man. I'm glad I could be of help.
So what do we do now? Oh.
I think we have all the decorations we need, but I've got an idea. It's going to be really annoying trying to put all these decorations on a door while it's still in a frame. So I was thinking, why not make a new door, decorate it, and simply swap the doors out?
That doesn't sound too ridiculous, actually. What do we need?
I think if we had some planks, I have all the nails and fixings to make the thing.
If you want planks, your best bet is heading to the lumber yard and talking to the sawmill operator.
Wow.
Sounds like a plan, human. The lumberyard is... Kieren, you've killed me, man. You've killed me. The lumberyard is to the northeast of here. I'll see you out front of it.
Alright, and now we get to do a good old run.
I love how he teleports you everywhere, but he's like, nah, I'm not sending you to the lumberyard. See ya.
Yep.
Have a good run.
Because initially he didn't teleport you, and then I was like, I should just, like, this is a bit long, I should, like, cut this down a little bit. And then I added 3, because it felt like an appropriate number to add. Rule of 3, you know?
He's a rabbit.
enough.
He can
Yeah,
only hold so many runes.
Yeah. You can't carry coins.
Here you see our young adventurer making their way east out of Varrock and north to the lumberyard.
Wow.
Uh,
It's just the gift that keeps on giving.
well, here we are. Now all we need to do is get some planks.
Should be easy enough. Wait. Oh, gosh darn it. Forgot to grab my piggy bank. Human, would you mind buying...
Do you have any idea how expensive planks are? If I'm buying planks, they're exclusively for repairing the furniture I plan on breaking.
What?
Well, if you find a better way of construction training, let me know.
At any rate, it looks like we need a better plan. Oh, wait, look! There's a break in a fence there.
Sorry, I just noticed the bunnies dancing in the background.
God, it's terrifying.
I bet I can just sneak right in past those dancing bunnies and grab a few planks without anyone noticing.
Are you sure you don't want me to go?
Nah, thank you, human. You've done enough already. You sit back and relax. I'll be in a moment. Okay, let's find some planks. Ah, there we go. Oh, a key cat. Sorry, Key. I don't have any treats. The role you were meant to play, Ayiza. Would you mind? Would you like pets instead? I can do pets. Oh, nice, kitty. Not nice, kitty. Not nice, kitty.
Whoa, are you alright?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just let me catch my breath. I didn't know cats could be so violent.
Oh, I guess the lumberyard is a popular spot for cats.
Okay. Think I'm going to be all right. I've got the planks out at the very least.
So we can make the door now?
Exactly. Now hold this nail for me.
Time passes.
And I think we're done.
Greg shows off the completed door.
That looks surprisingly good, actually.
Well, if you like it, it's bound to go down well. Let's head back to Draenor and get this put up. It's a bit of a trek. I'm going to teleport again. Would you like me to take you along?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on to your ammo.
But that doesn't make any sense. Oh, there he is. Oh, I see you put the door in already.
Nah, mate. I didn't do this.
Wait, someone else decorated this door?
I have no idea. I just came back and this door's been fully decorated without us.
Look around. It looks like the whole town's been decorated too.
That was easy.
I wonder who could have decorated an entire village so quickly.
Perhaps I can answer that question. It started about, 10 minutes ago, when Ned realized someone had painted his door. He thought the color would be a good base for some Easter decorations. I thought it looked rather good, and asked if he'd help decorate my front door. Ned agreed, and we had a good laugh painting and decorating. Ha 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 ha. Then Aggie Then Aggie arrived and wanted to get involved. Between the three of us, we managed to have the entire village decorated in no time. I think we might have started a new tradition I'm calling Easter. Get it? It's a play on the words Easter and door. Well, I thought it was a good pun anyway. Have a good Easter, Mod Kirby. Something.
And you too, Strange Rabbit. I feel like he kind of glossed over the part where 3 people decorated an entire village in 10 minutes.
Human, did you hear that?
The part where we trekked all across Mistlin for nothing?
Nah, not that. Though I suppose we did do that as well, didn't we? But no, right at the end.
He called you a strange rabbit?
Exactly. He didn't call me an Easter bunny or a cute rabbit or anything like that. He was so focused on Easter, he didn't make the connection.
So your plan worked?
Yep. Though admittedly not how I thought it would.
Well, I'm glad I could try and help at least.
Thanks for everything, human. I'll tell you what, seeing as we don't need it anymore, how would you like to keep this door?
I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it, but thanks.
Anytime. Oh, that reminds me. You can have the hat the nice lady gave to me as well.
Didn't you want it?
Well, yes, but I don't think I can actually wear it.
Greg gives you the decorated door and his garish hat. Garish hat.
Garish.
Merry Easter, human.
Garish. Yeah,
Oh, it occurs to me my inventory is full. Not. Can I? Yes. Okay. Hacks. There you have it, folks.
Hey.
Easter has been completed.
Hey, a happy ending.
This
that
has
was.
been wonderful.
Kieren,
This is like
I hope
first
that was
content.
worth you being 12 minutes late, and you have to explain now why you were 12 minutes late. It's because you were voice acting Aggie the Witch and Celia the clothes shop lady.
Look, I think you'll find it wasn't even voice acting; it was impersonating. It was so in touch.
We've won an
Yeah.
Oscar. We've won a BAFTA, right? We've won a BAFTA. Now we can win an Oscar.
All right, let's send it.
I'm
I'm
worried.
not joking.
though.
Oscars, we're coming for you.
I'll just carry on being the cat and voiceover man. That's fine.
Again, the role you were made to play. The role you were made to play. I'm a little bit worried we don't have enough time for the quiz, though. Maybe.
All right,
Speed run it.
guys. I do have to dip regardless. So thanks for having me
Well,
on, Kieren.
Kieren, it was
Thanks for having me on the
absolutely
voice
Kieren.
amazing. Thank you for giving us all the laughs that you did. What a wonderful JMod you are, with very many talents that none of us actually knew existed, but now we do.
Look,
And so will YouTube for the rest of eternity.
Talent is a strong word. So, all right.
You are very talented.
Enjoy the
Kieren.
quiz. Enjoy the quiz, everybody. See you later. Goodbye.
See ya.
All right. The quiz is 20 questions long. Have you got time to send it?
I hope so. It's more the back end team if they've I'm not sure how long it's going to take. So I can try and whiz through it. I can try and whiz through it definitely. But
sounds like you're going to get 15-minute extension, so you got half an hour. That should be enough time, right?
Yeah, that should be enough time. Right.
All right.
Let's get
hand
cracking
the reins
then.
over to you. Go on, Sarnie.
Thank you.
Have a go, lad.
Let me start this up. We can get going.
Oh, I need to move everyone to Lumbridge.
Army of Doors just legging it.
Oh, wait, actually, let me slow down a little bit, and then we get the Valkyries going.
A bunny outfit is so terrifying.
Okay, so where is the script? That would be a good start. There it is. Right,
oh,
so
yes, fences.
Welcome to the Very Fishy Quiz. I did have another name for it, but I changed it at the last minute because I thought that was better. If you want to play along, you'll need to give access to Quiz Kit. So for anyone on mobile, make sure you click the Quiz Kit icon, and it should bring up Quiz Kit in your chat window. And then you will be able to find the 3 dots and make sure you link your account to Quiz Kit so it's linked with your Twitch ID. For anyone on PC, just simply click the Quiz Kit icon that's on your main screen on Twitch, and then select Manage Permissions and link your Twitch ID from there. For anyone using BTTV, you may have to hide Twitch extensions enabled in your settings, so you'll need to disable that to participate in the fun. After this, you'll be able to see the visible option, which you'll want to turn on. If it's not working, give the stream a quick refresh and double check your settings. If you missed any of that, use !quiz to get some help with QuizKit. This will also let us see your name when playing, and if you're one of the lucky winners, which I think we're going to give out some membership to the top 10. Because why not, eh? Why not?
Nice.
You'll have 20 seconds to choose your answer. Fastest answers get more points. However, if you choose a wrong answer, you will lose points. So basically, the faster you are in picking your answer, it will equal more points for you to win or lose. I just wanted to shout out because I forgot to put this in the script in the 8th birthday quiz. But big shout out to the Old School Wiki team for doing a great job gathering the questions. I have changed one of the question answers to be a bit more punny. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And with that, I think we're ready to go.
Oh.
Is it on? Is it there?
Which
type of fish or fish product heals the least amount of hit points when eaten? Anchovies, roe, shrimps, or sardine? Swapping so many screens around at the moment. It's been so interesting looking at these questions and finding out all this.
I don't like how you didn't put the answers on the question sheet this time, so now I can't cheat.
Yeah, I made sure of that.
Not happy.
Okay, it is anchovies. So most people thought it was shrimps, interestingly, but no, that is not the case.
Shrimp heals 3, anchovies heal 1. At least I hope it's 3, because I said that on the internet now.
It's there forever. So let's see if the scores are working. We've got a couple of contestants on there. So if anyone sees their name as contestant, just give it a quick refresh. It should sync up after that.
I'm 96th. Wow.
TR Gurley is in the lead, though. So that is the current top runner after 1 question. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Who is in charge of the fishing platform at the Fishing Guild? Is it Lenny Kravitz, Shrimp Biscuit, Kylie Minogue, or Cod Stewart?
Oh no, I clicked the wrong one. You can't go back on your answer.
I mean, I probably also did, but not by intent.
Yeah, this was the one that I changed a little bit just because I thought it'd be better to have some other pop star themed fish answers. So yes, for anyone who hasn't been there, it is Kylie Minogue. I'm sure you can all guess who that's who that's referring to. But yeah.
Have you seen what's going on in game?
It's great.
Yep. The line of rabbits.
There's literally a bunny rabbit like summoning circle that is being.
I was going to go with conga line and be wholesome. You had to make it weird.
I mean, I saw Greg through the event. I know what his voice like and all the other characters. That was a weird event. All right.
I'm surprised none of them are wielding the banana as well. It made some.
Well, there's one now. You say that.
Yeah, there's definitely at least one.
There we go.
This one rabbit's having a hard time. Needs to drink some more water, I think.
Okay, what is the name of the fishing shop in Port Sarim? Is it Harry's Fishing Shop, Tynan's Fishing Supplies, 2 Feet Charlie's Fish Shop, or Gerant's Fishy Business? I think that's how it's pronounced. What do we think? What's Ayiza gone for?
Oh, I was accidentally banning someone in chat and then I banned the wrong person.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it's gone wrong.
Okay, the answer is Gerant's Fishy Business. So, quite a few people think it's Harry's Fishing Shop. Does anyone know where Harry's Fishing Shop is, if it exists? Nope. I'll take that as a no then.
No.
Cather B. Oh, there you go, Cather B. Good old Harry getting your fishbowl.
Which quest could require the use of a raw, slimy eel? Is it Fairy Tale 1 Growing Pains, Wanted, Nature Spirit, or Death to the Dorgashin? I saw a question from chat earlier, and I think quests are definitely my favourite part of old school. 100%.
Quests are great. There is a reason I'm running around with a quest cape that entire time.
I've yet to get my quest cape, but I'm on the way. So it is, when it comes up a little. There we go. Fairy Tale 1 Growing Pains. Quite a few people thought it was Wanted, which is interested. Okay, I think after the next question we'll show some results.
Just show the top results, yeah?
Yeah. Which of the following is not a type of fish you can put in a fishbowl? Is it green fish, spinefish, pink fish, or blue fish?
It's just the look of the draw for me right now.
I'm wondering if that spinefish answer is right now because I'm judging. I'm questioning my own.
Wait.
Quiz.
No, I know the answer to this because I've been in that bit of code recently.
It is pink fish.
Good. The only reason I know this is because I was in that bit of code. Because apparently when you put them in a fishbowl, you could alk them.
Oh.
So that's either fixed in this patch or next patch or soon. I can't remember when that's coming out, but yeah.
Sorry, little fish.
Oh. Our top leader has gone. Has been replaced by contestant 340. So good on you, contestant 340.
Just to confirm, we can still find out who it is, right? It doesn't matter about the contestant 340.
Yeah, the top 10 you'll receive a notification that will pop up and ask you to enter an email address. So we'll be able to get you your prizes. Do not worry.
And that's membership, right? The top 10?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh. Well,
Kicked out.
screw me, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, what minerals will reward
tell me before I
both
ask you.
mining and fishing experience when obtained? Is it plain rocks, oyster pearls, caskets, or nuggets? There you go. You can have our lovely faces on screen instead of the gameplay.
Whilst I'm like staring deeply into the quiz question, I just realised I was like, oh my god, I don't know.
I was wondering what you were looking at. You were lost there.
It's where the monitor. I'm just there like, which one is it? You know, like that GIF, the meme GIF that everyone uses for like all the algorithms that are like showing up, and it's just like, whoa, that was me literally.
A
Okay.
lot of people thought oyster pearls. It is nuggets. It is nuggets. When you put it in the little wheel.
This is worse than that one time I tried to play bingo.
Oh.
we don't talk about Ayiza and bingo. Do not talk about Ayiza and bingo. He's learned now, though.
We're not
He's
going
learned.
to.
Yeah.
What update introduced fishing for dark crabs?
Oh yeah, I got that one so quickly.
Is it Wilderness, Chaos Altar, the Revenant Caves, Wilderness Rejuvenation, or the Ferox Enclave? Enclave? I still feel like I've got Greg's accent running through me and it wants to like jump out while reading these questions.
You know what? I was well impressed. You actually made the dialogue make full sense as well. It actually added a level of like a full-on level of personality. That was good.
Yeah.
Yours at 10 out of 10. Kieran's questionable, but yours very good.
No, Kieran's way better than me. What are you talking about?
And that's the best way of
Yeah.
describing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was.
a good way to say it. It was an experience. Questionable experience. I have many things running through my head right now, many questions to ask.
We need a Kieren only voices, like one of the longer quests. Maybe one small favor. That would be good.
God. He does
That
every
would be good.
character.
Yeah. The answer is Wilderness Rejuvenation for those still playing the quiz.
I got
Friendly
18,000
reminder
points.
to do
for that.
exclamation
Quick
mark wilderness
part.
to do the wilderness poll.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, thank
Oh.
you. Good reminder, Kirby. There is a survey out at the moment. Exclamation mark wilderness for a link to that in the chat. Please fill it out. Please fill it out. Please fill it out. Please fill it out. Please
Kirby.
fill it out.
Kirby showing again that he wants to take my position for CM, so I need to up my game.
You can go to content developer. I'll go to CM. Easy.
Which of the following rivers has no fly fishing spots? Is it the River Mulch, the River Lum, the River Doing, or the River Salve? I love that name, Doing.
Doing.
It's a good word. It's a good word.
I still don't like calling it Ardoin though. It's definitely Airdoon for me.
Yeah, Ardug when I was back in the day for me.
Ardug.
It's quickly the River Dugny.
Go like that.
This is the
I like that a
Dugny.
lot, yeah. It is the River Salve, not the River Dugny, I'm afraid. So anyone who answered that got it wrong.
If I'm on the bottom now, I'm here. Yeah, I wonder what rank I'm in now. I was 145th 2 questions ago.
We're gonna. He's catching up. He's catching up. Which NPC teaches players how to fish on Tutorial Island? Is it the fishing tutor, the survival expert, the master navigator, or the Gillinor guide? I hope I feel like some of these answers have thrown a lot of people off though, which I'm glad. The wiki team have done a banging job.
I clicked the answer and instantly regretted it. It's the worst trade deal in history, I swear. I think I just literally lost all the points I gained. Minus 16,500.
Yeah, so much for the hype about 30 seconds ago. It's now crashed and burned.
No, Ayiza, your membership.
I know. You say that, but I've actually been paying. I've been paying for membership on an Ultimate Iron Man for over 2 years, and I've not logged into it for over 2 years too. I don't even have to pay for my membership anymore. I'm literally paying my own wage.
Just that good of an employee. Just that good. The answer is survival expert, not fishing tutor, which a lot of you thought. So sad indeed. Sad indeed. Right, next one we'll get a high scores tally and the halfway point. In what year were Minnows and the Fishing Guild platform added to the game? 2017, 2019, 2015, or 2013?
Oh, no, I did it too fast again. I'm so stupid.
I see someone in the chat put 3012. Yeah, that is the right answer. I just forgot to put it on the quiz sheet.
Yeah.
But go for your second guess. Okay. The answer is 2017.
Oh my god, I got it right. Never mind. Plus 18.
You got your points back? Nice, nice.
I'm still on minus 2,500 overall, but yeah, I got some back.
Well, with Kieren not here now, the people there's a spot for in the top 10. So, who is taking?
Oh, never mind.
That Abe guy is now in the lead with 132k. Damn,
that's a lot as well.
That's a lot.
You can afford to get like one question wrong full quickly.
I hope that Abe guy is in reference to Abe's Odyssey. I'd very much appreciate that if that was the case.
I actually was wrong. I wasn't ranked 145. I'm now around 258.
Oh, mate, you've fallen. What is the highest tier of fish in the Chambers of Xeric? These names I'm going to butcher. Is it Rocked, Pisk, Kieren, or Mysel?
I think I actually chose the lowest tier of fish because it was the first one that came to my head.
You're too quick. You're too quick, Ayiza. You need to just want the worst points. I know. It's.
I'm in the gambling game right now. Can't afford to be slow.
To be quick or nothing. It is Kieren. A lot of people thought Pisk. You've been doing some Chambers of Xeric recently, haven't you, Ayiza?
I did too a couple of weeks ago. Just the 2.
Oh, not bad.
But I don't fish in there. I don't think many people fish, to be fair, apart from skillers to get points.
Ah. Oh, in which year was the Swan Song? That's
the quest name. I'll go with it.
Added to RuneScape. Is it 2005, 2004, 2006, or 2007? I told you, Greg keep wanting to come out. So I'm struggling with the... I see a lot of people in chat thanking Jimmy. Yes, that's a good reference source for quiz release date, quest release dates.
Yep, and it occurs to me I think I got it wrong.
Oh,
and
Kirby. Oh, it is 2006 though. Yeah, not 5, 4, or 7. It is 6. Minus 900k. What kind of bait is used to catch rainbow fish? Is it soggy bait, fish off uts, fire feathers, or stripy feathers? That is a difficult word to pronounce. Oh, is it meant to say? Yeah, so that.
Oh wait, no, maybe it is offcuts actually, because it's like the insides. I don't know, but
no, it's offcuts.
Definitely offcuts. It's just Mod Sarnie's terrible spelling instead. Offcuts. Well, this is how they're known from now. That's it. It's done. Canon. Not many people went for that answer in the end. I wonder why. It is stripy feathers. Loads of people actually got that right. I wonder if it was because of the not so fish offcuts answer. Okay. Which of these cannot be placed in the menagerie? Tiny tempor, old boot, heron, or pet fish? I mean, I really wish one of these could be placed in there. Really wish one of these. Especially if it's an Angie version. I'm surprised some people went for Tiny Tempor, to be honest, considering it was just released. Tiny Tempor would be great in there, but it is the old boot, right? one more, and then it will be the last set of questions. We'll go for a high scores look, and then we'll go into the last 5 questions. So we are whizzing through these quite quick, actually. So, which of these items cannot be obtained through fishing? Is it pufferfish, the pots, red herring, or leather boots? I see a lot of pots in chat. Is it the right answer though? Or is it just another throwaway answer? We shall see. What did Mod Kirby put?
Mod Kirby put red herring, because red herring comes from Fremnic trials.
Oh, I thought it was going to get there quicker than that. I had a response ready. It indeed does. You cannot get red herring through fishing. So, I'm still not used to the actual transitions between my screen and the actual quiz. Oh no! That Abe guy's been knocked off. He's been knocked off the top podium. Though. Yeah, Tailman has taken it with 180k points. That Abe guy's not far behind though, 176k. Can that Abe guy pull it back for the last 5 questions? I'm rooting for him now. Okay.
No favoritism, by the way.
No favoritism, of course not. We don't do that. What fishing level is required to start the fishing contest quest? Is it 1, 10, 20, or 5? I recently took a friend that's just got back into old school through this, and it was such a trip down memory lane.
I frequently forget this is even a quest in the game, I'm going to be honest.
I can never forget it because it's got the vampire that's chilling there fishing, and he's
the vampire.
eluding the sun with his shades on, which is amazing.
Yeah, just Strachan just shows up. How sees this vampire? How is he here this entire time?
He's found us the cure to our one weakness. So yeah, it is 10. It's 10, not 1. You can't start it straight away. So you're gonna have to train your fishing up a little bit before you get going. So, next question, question 17. How many crystal shards are needed to craft a crystal harpoon? Is it 140, 180, 120, or 160? I imagine a lot of people have been using the crystal harpoon since Temporis came out. What's it going to be? I can see a couple of different answers in chat. Let's go. It is in fact 120. There you go. Most of you got that right. Couple of you losing out on points, which is a shame. But maybe you'll come back on the next question. Maybe you will. How are you doing so far, Mod Kirby? What's the points at?
Where are my points? 95k.
Not bad. Not bad.
Ooh.
How many mulch pearls does it cost to buy the fish sack from Auri the angler? Is it 100, 500, 150, or 1,000?
Oh, the Ayiza has returned.
Yeah, so
he's gone.
Oh, he's back.
No one can prove
He's
anything.
back.
Oh, well. Probably a good job I did go because I couldn't lose any more points. So
this is true.
Yeah, I think this came back up when a couple of us J-mods were playing together up there, getting the fish sack, combining it with the fish barrel.
I remember this because I saw a few people complain on social media about it when, obviously, you get the fish barrel now and combining it. It's like, are you serious? It costs 1,000 pearls? Yeah, it does. It has done for nearly 3 years. In fact, I think it's been what, 2 years, right? It was January 2019 it came out.
Yeah, all the angular pieces are 1,000 mulch pearls as well, I believe.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, second to last question. What is the highest level fish caught with a barbarian fishing rod? Is it the leaping sturgeon, the leaping trout, the leaping shark, or the leaping salmon?
Oh no! Oh no!
Which one is it, Ayiza? Which one is it indeed?
I think it's the sturgeon, but I can't remember.
You're not. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
I doubted myself, and then it's like, you know, when you, well, if you ever doubt yourself, then you'll know it's just like at that point there's no recovery. Like you're just doomed at that point.
It's a downhill slope from here.
Yeah.
That's it. Done for.
It's like watching the bath empty and the water's just swirling around. It's like that's my thoughts just draining out of my brain. Gone.
Well, it doesn't matter because you were right with the leaping sturgeon.
Look at
Don't worry. So don't worry.
I spent a fair few hours back at the pond.
So we're gonna go to the score tally before the last question, and that Abe guy is still not taken first again. Tailman is still in the lead.
But it's all to play for with this final question.
It is. Can that Abe guy reach number one yet again? Can he reach the highs of being number one in the Very Fishy Quiz?
Don't count out 3, 4, and 5 yet. All it takes is for Tail and Abe to get a question wrong. You know, they might quick fire and get it wrong.
I've put my back in behind that Abe guy now, Ayiza. So, besides the fishing guild, where else can the fishing cape teleport you to?
No.
Is it Piscatorius Fishing Colony, Witch Haven, Cafferby, or Otto's Grotto?
I remember the answer to this question because I remember it going into a poll, and I did exactly what I just said would happen to someone else. Quick fired it. Doubt. Everything's going wrong. Dang it. I thought my few moments away from the screen would help refresh my brain, but it just made me worse.
No. It is Otto's Grotto, in fact. That is very hard to say in my accent. Very difficult.
Otto's Grotto, mate.
Otto Grotto, mate. Otto Grotto. So I'm so keen to see if I've backed the right person. That Abe guy, what happened? What happened?
Oh no!
Whoa! I think that Abe guy did exactly what I did. Mistakes were made.
Abe guy, what happened? You went down to 6th. You're not even featured on the screen. Still membership though. Still membership though.
Back at home. Gosh, you know, just taken away from the top spot to not only that, now being roasted live on. Oh my! You know what?
Yeah, by the newest mod as well.
I know. Call yourself a community manager.
I know. I can't not be a community manager out of a couple roasts. Come on now, Ayiza, you should know this.
That is true.
Yeah. Okay, well, congratulations, Tailman. Seems I backed the wrong quizzer, and you have reigned supreme. So congratulations to you. Yes, make sure you put your emails in for the top 10 so we can sort out sending you some membership. And yeah, thanks everyone. That was good. I got through that a lot quicker than I thought I would, to be honest.
Yeah, that was nice. I really enjoyed that. We should do more of these quizzes when it's like, especially when they're, you know, event related. And massive thank you to the wiki team as well for putting it together, I guess, you know, with those questions.
Yes, massive thank you to the wiki team. They always do a great job with the quiz questions.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get more of them going on. All right. Nice. And everyone in the top 10 is going to get membership, right?
Yes. So if you link your email, and then I'll send some emails out when next week, so I can get your details. Yeah. So
no working over the holidays. Time to take a break.
No, definitely not.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll quickly round things up then before we head off. We're going through the announcements once more. So if you weren't already aware, ! Game update. We have no game update today, but we still want to hear from you. So you can have your say on a plethora of topics from Pulse 75 to the wilderness. You can find all this and more by using ! Game update. Talking about the wilderness, we're eager to hear your thoughts on all aspects of the wilderness experience. please take part in our short survey that covers the General Wilderness, the Revenant Caves, and the Wilderness Slayer Caves as well. !Wilderness for a quick link to the survey. Please fill out the survey. Please fill out the survey. Please fill out the survey. Art competition. Massive thank you to everyone who submitted entries for our design a hat competition. We were overwhelmed by the outpouring of creativity. You can vote for your favorite hats in game now. That poll will be ending next week, so jump on and cast your vote today. That will close on April the 6th. And lastly, !ERB. Last but not least, it's been a while since we spoke to you about the current rebalance. Find out what the next steps are. This time we're taking it much slower and we're going to do it right. Check out the blog and tell us what you think about our plans with !ERB. That is everything we have time for today. There is no stream tomorrow. We'll be back in the office to normal kind of scheduling next week. And we have a game update as normal next Wednesday on the 7th of April. And we'll be live again on Thursday, the 8th of April. So we will see you all then. Thank you so much, chat. You have been absolutely wonderful. Hope you enjoyed the event. Massive thank you to Mod Kieren for his for taking us on a journey. Also, thank you to Mod Kirby, Mod Sarnie for joining me. Thank you so much to Mod Spear and Druid behind the scenes. Mod Light for also helping out moderation of the chat. The rest of the mods that have been helping out in the chat too and engaging with you all. And last but not least, thank you so much to everyone at home once again for joining us and being so wonderful. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.